And so as you tune in and tap into this practice where you're really feeling the vibration of sound, where you're feeling the energy within and around you, you're tuning in. So that idea of tuning in. So you're like turning the remote channel and you're like, Universal Source, I'm ready. This is what I'm here for. I'm here to understand that the one has split into the many just for the joy of returning back to one. I'm here for the fact that I am a soul and a body. I am one with my true nature, which is love. And I am the divine feminine in form, passively attracting, and I am the divine masculine in form, bringing energy forth into the physical. And I am here to live my best life and to have the ultimate amount of fun. You can see yourself from the point where you're currently at and then take yourself to where you want to go. This is timeline hopping and this is multi-dimensional leaping. And so they're bringing through all of this energy about infinitely now, right? Which is the inhale. Inhale, infinitely now. Exhale on universal time. And all of this information about timelines keeps coming through, which is why you guys are going to create your own personal timelines from the moment that your soul entered your body when you were a baby to literally this moment right here and right now. And you're going to start to have conversations with yourself on a daily basis about, your past self and your future self. And the conversations that you're having, no. My future self was barking just like that, saying, you have to go to LA. I had never been to LA before in my life. But there was something telling me you have to go. And so, having never been there before, I packed all my stuff and sent myself straight there with 3 checked bags. And having never been there before and having every single person tell me LA is dirty and it's scary and don't go and you're gonna die. But my future self, me literally right now saying, Christina, go, 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 go. And I look to my side and I think back and I'm literally right now transmitting a telepathic message to my past self because everything is happening all at once. Everything is happening all at once. And so the messages that you're giving to your past self right now, you're literally receiving as your past self right now. I have full body chills because it's so profound when you can think about your own personal timeline and how your growth has evolved and where you are now versus where you were then and the messages that you've received from this version of me, right, to that version of me and how that's evolved and manifested. Definitely be writing this down every single morning for this entire month. Your mission is right when you wake up, write down any dreams that you had. Dreams are extremely significant because when you're tapped into the Universal Source Wi-Fi, you are literally channeling the codes. You're noticing what's showing up. You're seeing your life literally manifest into form within and around you. And these are going to be things that maybe are fear-based stories from the past. Dreams will come through with meaning for you that you can interpret within your meditation right when you wake up, that you can interpret by writing your dreams down. So this is all pertinent information and we need to be studying it. We need to be awake enough to be studying the things that we're receiving. So we're in the receptive mode and we're receiving all of these downloads and insights. And now we're studying the downloads and insights. And from there, we're going to take it a next step further. And what you can do is write down any humanness that you have going on, anything that's going on in your mind that's very human, just pertaining to Christina as a physical human being. All of that shit, I'll just write it all down. And then I'll get into my practice and I'll do my breath work and I'll do my internal organ rotations and I'll clear out any stuck energy. And from that place of having a clear soul container, now my soul can come in. I'll do my beautiful throat healing Om into Sat Nam, into Amen. I feel the angels, I feel the guides come in. I feel the energy within and around me. I'm cleaning, I'm cleansing my body. And then I'm writing down the codes. And I'm channeling the codes. And I'm writing everything that shows up. And I'm witnessing and noticing how this is a completely different energy than I had prior to the breath work. Okay, so you're noticing, you're clearing your body, you're cleansing your body, then you're writing all of these beautiful things down, all of this delicious insight. And then from that place and that point of awareness where you're feeling so good, that is the best time to then go back to your own lineage and timeline. You do not want to try and build your timeline from a place of poor, pitiful me, this, that, and the other thing, all of these things happen to me. You want to come in as your highest self, right? Because remember, what you're thinking is transcending. Okay, so if you're thinking thoughts that aren't feeling good, you're sending telepathic messages to your little self. Take it that seriously, you guys. I'm for real, for real. When you take it so seriously to that, the thoughts that you're thinking are literally transmitting energy to your past self and to your future self, you can literally change the course of your life just by changing the way that you're speaking to yourself. And so, yes, reparenting, exactly, precisely the energy. And so you're coming from this place of having a pure, clean, energetic, mothering and fathering yourself energy. And you're looking back, and you get to look back at all of the beautiful things that you've done in your life. Because I'm telling you right now, you guys have done the most incredible things, and we forget that we've done all of these really cool, amazing things a lot of the time. And so creating this timeline is going to be really powerful for you. And when you tell the story of your past from the highest place, your future becomes better. And so you're going to be practicing every single day your new story about your timeline, right? Because the first time I did this, I was thinking about all of the shameful things, all of the bad things, all of the things that I feel like I was like missing out on, or the things that were done wrong to me. And then the second time I would go through, I would notice all of the gifts that I received from all of the things that had happened, all of the gifts from the shadows, right? And so whatever the story is that you're telling. And so this is not only an opportunity for you to really continue to edit your story, because every single time I tell my story, I get better at it, right? Every single conversation I have, I become a better conversationalist because I'm continuing to evolve what I'm saying. I'm continuing to learn what feels better for me to say, and I'm continuing to edit what I'm saying so that it comes from a place of my highest, most powerful self. This is how the practice literally works. You tune in, you tap in, you clear out the body, you grab a pen and a piece of paper, and hopefully it's your journal that you're writing everything in, right? And you're writing down everything that comes to your mind, every single worst case, best case scenario, raising the frequency of all of those things, and continuing to do that every single day. And then looking back at all of your journals and seeing how far you've come, and seeing the telepathic messages that you're literally sending to your past self and to your future self literally right now, because everything's happening all at once. And all it is there's all of these different vibrational roads, and there's all of these different ways that you can go. And the truth is you create a plan, right, before you come here to planet Earth, and you say, I have this plan, and I am going to be a soul in a body, and I'm going to forget the plan for a little bit, right? We all know how the story goes. And then basically what happens is then we wake up and we start to remember. And then we start to think that we have to be perfect. And we start to think that if we don't do every single thing right, then we're not living in the timeline that we chose, which is not true at all. And God knows, Universal Source knows what's really going on here, and what's going to happen in the future, and what has happened in the past, because it's all literally happening right now. And so when you can tune to the vibration of what the next positive step is to take, you will be able to take that step from a place of ease and grace and compassion for yourself. Having that compassion for yourself with every single step that you take is really going to bring you to that point where now you're open to receiving the blessings, you're opening to receive the miracles. And with your practice, you guys are going to start to notice every single day there are such incredible signs that are going on every single place that you go. And it happened with, they were channeling the codes of the dimensional planes, and they were talking about the quantum field and how the different levels of alignment to where you can channel from different states of frequency based on what your vibrational match to and how clear the translation is that you're getting, right? Because what happens is we're translating from a place of our humanness when we're wide awake. Right now, I'm Christina Joy. I'm speaking as Christina Joy, right? So I have Christina Joy conditioning, I have Christina Joy patterns, and I am receiving a telepathic transmission from Universal Source right now. They're all around me, they're within me, I feel them, all of this. But I still am Christina Joy. I'm awake. I'm not in a trance state. I'm not translating vibration from a trance. And so I still have Christina Joy humanness, but I'm translating a vibration through my own filter, right? which is powerful and magnetic and really, really important because it's one of the phases on the stages of being able to fully go into trance state, full channel. And the really cool thing about this part is that this is the part that all of us can access right now, today. Every single person can do this. Easy. Because we're translating vibration all the time. People are starting to do acronyms based on God's love everywhere. Their Young Thug literally tweeted acronyms about God today. I mean, we are all channeling whether we know it or not. It's incredible. It's so amazing. And so all of these things came through, and then it was like, okay, 6 is access to universal source energy and the quantum field of your own lineage. And then 7 is God's frequency vibration. And that's when you hear God talking to you, and that's God's voice. And that's 7, that's the Akashic records. And then literally that same exact day when it was always 7777 everywhere, after we finished grocery shopping at Trader Joe's, we came out, we stopped at a light, and there was a license plate that said God 7 that day. And so you're just on the scent, right? Wow. And they're so funny because you're a little princess. You're literally princess. You're literally this cute little thing, right? And this girl was so scared during the move, you guys. She was freaking the fuck out because we had come here, and then we had none of our stuff, just our bed was here. And she was here with Panther, and she was so scared. And we left, and we went to go get more stuff. But she was so upset, and she was screaming, and she was crying. And it was a beautiful representation of you, your human self, or me, my human self, freaking out after God puts you into a situation that you don't really understand. She didn't understand why she was in this empty, beautiful penthouse apartment, and she was freaked out because her parents left. And so when you feel like you don't know what's going on and you're scared and you literally don't know where you are and you're screaming and you're crying and you don't understand, think back to Princess. Because guess what happened? Just like God sometimes has to leave us to go gather the cooperative components and bring all of our nice stuff to this new place, we don't know what's for our highest good. We don't know what we need. And so when you feel yourself in that vibration of fear and scarcity and lack, just know that actually there's a plan much greater than yours, and it's unfolding. Whether you like it or not, whether you decide to be a vibrational match or not to it, it's going to happen. And when you come from that place of, I am princess, right? I am princess, regardless of if I scream, cry, throw a fit, freak the fuck out, get angry, do all of the things, regardless of if I do that or not, I'm still going to receive all of the blessings. So when you make the mistake and you reach for the thing that doesn't serve you, or you tell the old story, don't get mad at yourself. It's not worth it. It's not productive. Know that you're princess and that you're in your penthouse apartment and that all of your stuff is going to be delivered to you in divine right timing, and you don't need to freak out. But if you do, it's okay. And your stuff is still going to come. And your life is still going to be better than you could have ever imagined. And so that's the biggest thing that you have to know, because on another dimensional timeline, right, past Christina is literally walking up and down this street right now to multiple jobs, looking at this building saying, wow, I wonder what it would be like to live up there. And I'm like, girl, keep going, keep going. And that's you on your dimensional timeline. So your mission this week is to create your timeline, to understand the synchronicities, to talk to Universal Source. This is how it works. Phase 1, you start talking to Universal Source Junior. Universal Source Junior is learning with you, meaning that Universal Source Junior is all of your ancestors, all of the people who have transitioned into non-physical that are of your own lineage. And they're learning with you. And so as you build your relationship with them, they'll build their relationship with you. And your communication gets better and better and better every day. And as you become a better receiver, and Universal Source Junior is all about the numbers. Universal Source Junior is freaking in love with the numbers. So you see the numbers, you're following the path, you're on the scent, you're following whatever you need to do to get to where you need to go, right? And you're seeing the numbers and you're following the impulses. You're working with Universal Source Junior, and call them that because they love that. And then you graduate into Universal Source, which is literally streaming through me right now. They are rambunctious. They are relentless. They are excited. They are bringing a message forth and they can't contain themselves, right? And they are doodly and they're coloring and they're so excited and they're your brothers and sisters and they're magnetic and they're pulling the strings from the non-physical. And then after that, then they're cleaning your body. They said, we're cleaning your body, we're cleaning your body, we're cleaning your body. And they speak in tone like that, where they're the same thing over and over and over again. And you feel it and it comes through you. And you're like, I love my life. It's easy and fun. I love my life. It's easy and fun. And there I am literally sprinting down because I'm late. I'm late to work at Press Juicery. I'm running. I'm going right there, right? And I'm also right here, right now. Here, right now. Okay? And so then after you've done enough work with Universal Source, and they've cleaned your body enough and you're a vibrational match to be able to release enough resistance, release enough humanness, calm the mind so much that you've let go of all of your fears and worries, that's when then God, Prime Creator, can come in and speak to you as his child and to really feel that essence and energy of pure oneness. So that's what the goal is. That's what this is all about. It's about building a relationship with yourself, your soul, building a relationship with us, Junior, building a relationship with Universal Source, and then building a relationship with God himself. And so those are the stages of being able to channel. And once you get to that point where it's God is 7, right? The 7th dimension, when you've completely released your humanness, when I've completely released my bias in that moment, right? And it's not going to be like, oh, I've released my bias and now I'm channeling at all times. No, it's going to be in the moment if I have no resistant thought. In the moment when you have no resistant thought, that then you can go full trance state and channel through. And so that is my future self, right? Saying, keep doing this. This is the process. This is the practice. You've been doing this for so long. You're getting better every single time. We're flowing through you. We can feel you, right? And this is an evolution of consciousness. And this is taking thought beyond where it's been before. It's a flow. It's easy. It's fun. It's easy. It's fun. So talking to yourself, talking to your partner, which we're about to announce the partners right now. This is so exciting.